If you've heard about Spain's Digital Nomad Visa and want to know exactly how to qualify and what paperwork you're going to need, then you are in the right place. My name's Kyle, and I'm applying for the Digital Nomad Visa from Spain in August of 2025. Also, just a quick disclaimer, I am not an immigration lawyer. This is simply my experience and my advice based on the facts that were given to me by my immigration lawyers and the experience that I've had going through this process. Everyone's situation is different, so if you're really serious about this, the number one thing that I can recommend to you is to hire a good Spanish immigration lawyer who can help you through this process. And at the end of this video, I am going to be recommending you to the immigration lawyers that I use. So stay tuned and let's get started. Let's start with the basics. Not everybody qualifies for the Digital Nomad Visa, so here's what you'll need to show in order to be considered. Number one, you must be working for a company that is not based in Spain. The entire premise of the Digital Nomad Visa is that non-Spanish citizens are bringing foreign currency into Spain and spending it in Spain, thus enriching the economy. So the company you're working for or the clients that you're working with cannot be based in Spain. Number two, the company that you are working with needs to have been in operation for at least 1 year. Number three, you need to have been working for that company for at least 3 months by the time you apply for the Digital Nomad Visa. Number four, and this might be an obvious one, but your job needs to be fully remote compatible. You need to be able to demonstrate that you can do your work remotely in Spain, and your contract needs to say so. Number five, you must be a highly qualified professional. Now, this can be a degree that you have or 3 years of relevant professional experience. Number six, you need a clean criminal background record. You are going to have to do an FBI background check, and you want to make sure that comes back clear. Number seven, and this one is pretty specific, you need to meet the minimum income requirement. For one person, that's 2,765 euros per month that you need to be making. If you're coming with a spouse and or dependent, it's an additional 1,036 euros for that dependent, whether it be a spouse or a child. Which means for myself and my husband, I need to be making at least 3,801 euros per month to qualify for the Digital Nomad Visa. If you've made it this far, then you qualify for the Digital Nomad Visa per the requirements that my immigration lawyers put me through. Here are the documents that you're going to need in order to formally apply for the Digital Nomad Visa. Number one, pretty obvious, you're going to need a valid passport. Number two, you're going to need a self-employed contract. This is going to need to be signed by yourself and your company. It must include a clear start date, your compensation, and clear remote work clauses. There is a sworn Spanish translation required on this and some other documents, but my lawyers are handling all of that for me, and I will mention my immigration law firm at the end of this video. Number three is a good standing certificate. This might be worded differently depending on where you are, but it's essentially a document that shows that the company you're working for is in good standing, and this is also the document that will be demonstrating that your company has been open for more than a year. This document will need to be apostilled and sworn translated. Number four, a letter authorizing your remote work eligibility from your company. This needs to be signed by your employer, confirming the job that you're doing and its remote work eligibility. Number five, a sworn affidavit of intention to register with Spain as a remote worker once you are approved. This is essentially your promise to the Spanish government that you will register with Spain's social security system once you are approved. Number six, bank statements from the last 3 months. This is intended to show your consistent income deposits. Screenshots do not apply here. You're going to need actual bank statements, and bonus if you can get those signed off on by your bank. Number seven, invoices from the last 3 months. These are invoices from your company or clients showing that the income you're receiving matches the minimum requirement. Number eight, your university degree or your professional qualification. This document must also be apostilled and sworn translated. Number nine, an FBI criminal background check. This also has to be apostilled and sworn translated, and this is one of the documents I recommend that you start pursuing sooner than later because the FBI background check process can be long, and so can the process for getting the document apostilled. Number 10, an affidavit swearing no other criminal record anywhere else. Number 11, a resume or CV. Number 12/13 are two documents that my lawyer is handling for me, but if you were applying alone, you will need to take care of these documents yourself. The first is a residence authorization form, and the second is a form 790038, which is a Spanish administrative form used to pay fees for various processes. Now, if you are bringing a significant other, there is a list of documents they're going to need as well. Most of them are documents that I've already listed, including a passport, an FBI criminal background check, an affidavit of no other criminal record, your marriage certificate, and those two final forms, the resident authorization form and the form 790038. And just like your documents, these documents will need to be sworn translated into Spanish as well as apostilled. Those are all the documents that you need. I know it sounds like a lot, but once you start tackling these things one by one, I promise you it's not that bad. Just be smart about which ones you get started with. All of the ones that need to be apostilled, you should start sooner than later because those will take a while to get back to you. Now, when applying for the DNV, there are two options. You can apply from within your home country, or you can apply for the Digital Nomad Visa from within Spain. If I apply for the Digital Nomad Visa from a consulate here in the United States, I'm only approved for 1 year. But if I apply for the same visa from within Spain, which is legal to do, I get approved for 3 years. So this is what I'm doing. I want to mention that this process takes time and the bureaucracy can be extremely exhausting, but just stick with it, take it one step at a time. And I cannot recommend enough that you partner with an immigration lawyer. I am working with a Spanish immigration law firm called Lexity. This is not sponsored. I wish it was because it was a pretty penny to work with them, but I cannot recommend them enough. They have been so communicative, so well organized, and I feel very secure in their hands. They also are helping me with a few forms that I would have had to fill out myself, as well as handling all of my Spanish translations. So for me to make sure this process was done correctly with the most chance of being approved, it was worth the money for me. If you did make it this far, I really appreciate you watching my video. If this video helped you, please consider giving it a like or commenting any questions you might have. I also hope that you will follow me along as I continue my journey with my last month here in the United States before I move to Spain and make it official. I'm going to be sharing more about our move, the process, and what it's like to integrate into Spain once we get there. So if you're interested in following along my journey, I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you on the next video.